do we really need to do the intro? I feel like people know what's going on by now. TBD Podcast, episode 6, here with Tyler Stump.
Back again?
The man, the myth, the legend. It's about time we get producer Tyler back on, ladies and gentlemen. He's been away for a few episodes. We need to have him back.
Back again.
And now you're back again. Dude, that Tampa Tomorrow event last night was freaking unreal.
Phenomenal, bro.
Any person that can put like 200, 300 people in a room like that, it's a powerful person, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. The conversations in there. Far.
Amazing, right?
By far.
Are we recording too? We are recording.
Yep, we are live.
The red light says so.
We need to get one of those the little tags we can put on the door right there. The live with the flashing little front door and back door too, so no one knocks.
We keep getting like doorbell rings and knocks here.
So many interruptions
at the studio.
Don't they know? Don't they know it's the TBD?
They should know. But dude, I get it. We had our company sponsored Tampa Tomorrow's event last night, and you got a call. You're the property manager of this building. I get a call. I'm the business owner. The freaking tow guy's calling us at like midnight, 1 a.m. talking about there's a car here parked. It's like, dude, you don't need to call me. I got a freaking pregnant wife at home. You don't need to call me at 1 a.m. Unless the building's on fire. Okay, then maybe give me a call. But if there's a car parked out there, bro, maybe shoot me a text. And if I don't respond, go to a different parking lot. Like, I understand that's how you make money, but Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, it was.
Did it wake you up?
Yeah, no, I was in a bath. I was chilling. I was relaxing.
At 1 a.m.?
It was not 1 a.m. I didn't get one at 1 a.m. I got one at 10:30. Mine was at 10:30. Mine was very early. I told him, hey, man, no, those are, I just asked him who it was and got it solved. But
okay, you were like, that's ours,
I guess that's
bro.
he can call me. That's fine. But you, come on, dude. Like, you have a wife, you have a kid on the way. That's your snooze time. You're on snooze.
I don't get the urgency at that hour. I mean,
there is no real, you're right. There is no real urgency. But
no. I get it. Like, that's how they make money. If they don't call me and get permission to tow the car, they can't tow the car from the property, and then they can't obviously collect a fee. But at the same time, it's like, from my perspective, man, like, I can't be dealing with that, bro. Just shoot me a text. That's what I told the guy.
Yeah.
I said, every time you have an issue with a car in our lot, all you need to do is send me a picture of the car. That's it. And I'll just respond with, it's ours, it's not ours, tow it, don't tow it, like whatever. But a call that late, I don't know, it just seems silly. I'm posting this reel, that Jordan, shout out Jordan, the man.
Callback.io.
Man, he's got some cool technology. We got to get him on the podcast. This reel he did for our company last night, that Tampa Tomorrow event. God, what a good time that was, man. The people in that room, developers, investors, media companies, Modern Media Group was there shooting, which that video is going to be freaking amazing. Just the talent in that room. I was so surprised.
Dude, it was awesome. It was awesome. You think it was an event of 2023? You think it was the biggest event of 2023?
Unless he pulls off another one like that this year, yeah.
Could you imagine, man?
It was anyone and everyone obsessed with the growth in Tampa, I feel like, was there. Mm-hmm. You know?
I agree.
One of my buddies didn't show up, but he unfortunately fell off his motorcycle, and that's the only reason he didn't show. I feel like other than an accident and you're in the hospital, you were there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you heard about it and you wanted to be there. Super interesting, man. So you think all of that definitely came from Tampa Tomorrow's community that he's built with his page.
Yeah.
That's kind of the approach that we're looking at with Tampa Bay developers, building a community of super like-minded people here in Tampa Bay area and have somewhere that we can all just kind of follow along the new trends and get in the know of real estate here in Tampa.
I mean, it's
super awesome.
I wouldn't say it's directly related. Like, I don't think what he's doing is necessarily what we're doing at all. I think the reason why I started Tampa Bay Developer, not only just the podcast, but like the Instagram, was just to kind of showcase some of the investments I was getting into and house flipping and some of the apartment rentals I had and some of the remodels and just shit like that. And then it kind of turned into like, well, let me tell the story of Tampa. You know, my family's been here a long time, and I kind of have a unique perspective. I think a lot of people that have moved here recently want to know Tampa's history and culture. And I have that story to tell. And so I kind of added in some history and Tampa culture and fun facts. And
Yeah, I love it.
people are receptive. People want to hear about that. And then the podcast is just kind of a fun way to verbalize that sort of a thing.
Yeah, for sure. It's kind of new to the area too. I mean, there's not really any. I mean, you got your news outlets of Tampa, but you don't really have podcasts that are super popular. Mm-hmm. Just super cool. It's almost like
No, it's an open market for
early
it, really.
stages. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an open market for it. I think that's another reason why Tampa Tomorrow was so successful too. I mean, you really couldn't go to like LA or New York and do a page like that. It's not to say you can't do it, I guess. Anything's possible, but it's kind of oversaturated in those larger markets, and especially Miami too is another one. But I feel like with Tampa, so much buzz, there's so much growth, but I don't think everyone has it figured out yet. So I think him creating that page, and really it's beyond an Instagram page. Now it's a community. It's real, seeing all those
Super
people
awesome,
in that room. The freaking spread was like twice the size of this table, which I didn't eat anything, by the way. I was drinking Liquid Death and didn't get a chance to eat anything. I was so busy networking and talking to people.
Talking away, man. There was from what I saw, there was not a lot of eating going along.
No,
It's just either
people were
drinks or
mixing
talking.
and mingling.
That's how it works at these events.
People were getting turned up at the end too. It kind of turned into a party.
Oh yeah,
A couple of our people
Turned up.
stayed a little extra,
yeah.
got a little drinks in them,
Brought some spice.
brought some spice to the mix.
Yeah, it's awesome, dude.
I had to leave. I got the family thing going, so I can't deal with that. I'm drinking
Totally
water.
understandable.
I can't have alcohol in front of my team in a situation like that because I have to lead by example. But I have no problem with some of our people kicking back, making connections, having a couple cocktails. Hey, as long as you're not dancing on top of the tables or anything with your name tag on, it's you're fine.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's awesome that we don't really have to worry about that though. With a lot of all the agents here at Greco.
Well, we've really tried to get people on board that are not going to do that sort of thing. We're really reaching out for quality.
Professionals.
We want professional, we want quality, we want a service-oriented real estate agent that is extremely focused on how they conduct themselves, their level of integrity, and they have to have those values. And if they don't match up with that kind of image of what we're trying to create here, then they just don't get, allowed to place their license here. That's just kind of the bottom line.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. It's a criteria, man. I mean, you're in the early stages of a brokerage development. There's just not a lot of brokerages in the early stages of the development. It takes a while to grow a brokerage.
It's a tough business.
It's a super interesting business. It's cutthroat in a lot of ways. There's a lot of, Keller Williams. Like, what's the difference between Keller Williams and Greco Real Estate, in your opinion?
Yeah. That's such a deep question. I think that's just the same question any brokerage has. It's such a tough business because, first of all, there's a huge barrier to entry. Not in the sense of like you just go get your broker's license and start a business and have a little bit of money to be able to invest and do that.
Yeah.
But in the sense of like there is Keller Williams, there is Remax, there is Compass, there is all these other brands that completely dominate the market. It's like we're sitting here at the foot of a mountain looking straight up, and it's like, okay, well, we got to climb this mountain somehow. So I'm not making waves. I mean, we went pretty hard on some marketing and advertising and dumped a lot of capital last year. And I think we did a fine enough job. I think I hit my kind of goal of letting the community here in Tampa, Tampa Bay, Sarasota, kind of know who we are. It's not to say we've touched everyone we want to touch. But I think now that bridge has been crossed, now it's time to focus on getting the good people on board.
Exactly.
So I think this is kind of the growth year. This is the year to really hone in on those good people. And I think we've done a good job so far of putting together a great team. I think we're at 15 total here in Tampa, 13, 15, something like that.
Yeah, I believe it's 15.
15. And God, I'm proud of you guys, man. Like last night when we show up to an event like that we sponsor, and all of our agents are hanging out and having fun and representing the brand and themselves in such a positive way, and getting out there and pressing flesh, meeting people, it makes me so proud and so confident in what I'm doing. Because sometimes, because like I just said, this business is crazy. And it's moments like last night when it comes together in the flesh and we're all in one room. Man, I'm proud. I just feel really good about what we're doing and putting together.
Yeah.
You know?
Very reasonably so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it also is inspiring last night. Man, we got to throw a freaking party here.
Yeah.
We got to throw our own event, man. We got to have like a grand opening of some sort.
Yeah, no, I think that'd be awesome. Just promoting it with maybe the South Tampa Chamber of Commerce. You know, we are a part of the South Tampa Chamber. So maybe getting on there and promoting it on there. Obviously, just marketing it out to the social and everybody who is at the Tampa Tomorrow event, like that sphere that's kind of being built. Mm-hmm. I think that would be a great move, man. I think that'd be a lot of fun and bring a lot of attention to Greco real estate and the things we can do here, the things that we are doing here.
Yeah, I mean, it's important to be a part of a local organization like that of businesses, because then they can support each other.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many businesses attached to that organization, and it's not, you don't join something like that so that just everyone uses your business and you use everyone else's business. It's more of like, hey, we're all on the same page. Like, we're all kind of business owners or business representatives who are here to, you know, explain and tell the community about what it is you offer and what you do. And it's an
You're a
important
resource.
thing. Yeah.
You're a resource for each other. Oh, you're a part of the South Tampa Chamber of Commerce? Me too. That's awesome. We're a part of association. We have community. You know, if you ever need assistance, I'm here. We're real estate professionals.
Yeah, we should do like a grand opening with them, like a ribbon cutting. But we should also do a party of some sort. Just like that same, you know, get like food, drinks, DJ, hire Modern Media to come shoot it, and Jordan.
Yeah.
Gotta have Jordan, because Jordan's got those sick freaking reels. He's got that like look.
Yeah, I love it.
He's got that dark tone.
Such a unique look.
It's such a unique look, but it's a sick look and it's a sick feel, man.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
It is a vibe.
Yeah,
That's the word.
rock
It's a
with
vibe.
it.
But yeah, man, all good things. I feel like I'm really happy where we're at, and I think it's all uphill from here. And I think really that event last night just, you know, made it real. It made the growth in Tampa real. It made the buzz real, right? It's been like, you know, an Instagram page, and it's obviously extremely popular, and there's so much new news coming out in the developments and all the restaurants opening up, and there's so much happening. But putting it in perspective like that last night was so cool. Like rolling up, squatted up like we were, you know, showing up as one of the sponsors and just witnessing the line. Like we were there 15, 20 minutes after the event started. So it was kind of really just starting and kicking off, and seeing the freaking line down the block. It was like, holy shit, man, this is real. This is happening. Like,
Yeah.
it's not just fluff on Instagram. Wow, this is real.
Yeah. No, that was definitely an eye-opening moment.
They couldn't even let everyone in.
Yeah.
The place was packed. It was like a Saturday night at McDinton's. It was insane.
It was crazy.
I remember
Like any other event.
we had that back table, and our group was kind of hanging out in the back. And I was thinking at one point, like, dude, you can't even like go out in the crowd right now. It's so packed. He needs a bigger venue for the next one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. Gonna have to rent out the Raymond James.
Yeah, dude, for real.
That would be crazy.
Raymond James Stadium.
Tampa tomorrow.
Tampa Tomorrow's annual, almost like a Grant Card, like a 10X Growth Con.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah,
Like, it was.
It had that vibe, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Like if Tampa tomorrow would have just hopped up on like a pedestal, like 10X, like that would have been Grant Cardone's event. Like
Holy
that same
shit.
type of vibe is what it felt like.
What's your perspective, just personally, maybe on him kind of not doing that? Like, what do you think about that?
I honestly think it would benefit him. Like where would be how could that hurt? How could that hurt? Like using the community that he's building to push Tampa tomorrow even further than it has. Like I think collaborating with people, exposing who you are and your name and everything he's doing on his page, it can only help.
I agree. I agree that him getting up there on the mic and saying, basically, it's me. You know, I'm Tampa Tomorrow. I'm the one that's been running this shit for the past couple of years. Thank you guys so much for sticking with it, and thanks for coming, and thanks to our sponsors. And obviously, I think that would have been great. But at the same time, there's kind of a cool guise to it where it's like, you kind of know who it is, but if you don't know who it is, you don't know. I mean, I met a lot of people that didn't know who it was and then never ended up meeting him.
I was gonna say that's super interesting, isn't it?
You know, I
Like
told
you go
him
to this event, you don't know who.
I was like,
Tampa
dude, you should
Tomorrow
show up in a
is.
mask, man. Like,
Oh my
just show up in a
God.
mask and vibe out, and then you could get on the mic and then maybe not fully reveal yourself. Mm-hmm. He the thing is with him is like, obviously he's there, he's meeting people, but it's not, you know, he doesn't have a freaking name tag on or anything like that. So I think eventually maybe everyone will know who he is. I don't know. Maybe not though. The page is growing. There's more people moving here. Maybe.
Well, like you just said, bro, like people showed up there not even knowing what Tampa Tomorrow looked like, and they left not knowing what Tampa Tomorrow looked like.
Oh, I guarantee.
I guarantee you.
I guarantee there was people that left there thinking like, well, wait a second. Who the hell is he? You know, for sure, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And then they feel the vibes like they're kind of,
I mean, a few
engulfed.
people.
Yeah. They're engulfed in
He was
that.
pretty obvious in the front hanging
Exactly,
out. And
yeah.
if you were paying attention, you could have met him definitely, because a lot of people were obviously talking to him, congratulating him and all that.
For sure. But
I was a little
idea of
bit
it.
surprised. I will say, I thought for sure he would have at least grabbed the mic and said something and thanked the sponsors and thanked the guests and revealed himself, and then moved right on and said, you know, this has been a great event. I can't believe the turnout. Thank you guys. And I look forward to the next one. That's what I was expecting. Mm-hmm. But I talked to him, and his kind of perspective I thought was cheeky and funny and kind of made sense, to be honest. You know, like keep it kind of on the guys and on the DL. And I thought that was kind of cool. So, hey man, he's running his own show.
Props
It's
to
his
him.
thing.
Props to him.
He created it. Look at the turnout. Whatever, dude. Let him, you know, he can do whatever he wants to do.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Man. I mean, everything he's just built so far, it's working.
I just thought it was
let him
so
hit the ball
freaking
running.
cool, and I can't wait for the next one, dude.
Super awesome, dude.
Apparently that was, what's the name of that? 511 Franklin. Did you say 514?
514?
Yeah, you texted me today. You're at 514 Franklin. What did you say?
Yes. It was right next to the Jersey Mikes.
What's 514 Franklin? Is that you said 512 Franklin.
512, yeah.
Did you mean 511?
No.
What's 512? Just the address?
Yeah, I believe so. That's what Ken Jack, the guy I was meeting with, that's what he sent me. So I met him at 512. It was right next to Jersey Mike's. I can't remember the name of it. It was I don't even catch the
Jersey
name of it.
downtown?
Yeah, downtown. Right next to where we were.
You mean Jimmy John's?
Jimmy John's.
That's a Jimmy John.
Oh,
right
Jimmy
there.
John's.
Yeah. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Right next to there.
Is that
Yeah.
512?
Well, it's just the address. I think
Yeah.
I'm like 99% sure the address is 511 Franklin. Like the name of the place is the address.
Yeah, for the build. Okay.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be kind of weird if it wasn't. But I asked him, Tampa Tomorrow, I was like, who the hell catered this? Because this spread is insane, dude. There's like freaking charcuterie and cupcakes and shrimp, and it's like it was like a feast, dude. Did you see the prosciutto in the middle? The whole leg of a freaking pig sitting there in the middle with the cheese wheel, and it was unreal. I was like, who did this? He's like, the restaurant, man. Like 511 Franklin did it.
Wow.
So I was thinking if we did an event and it wasn't at the office, you know, maybe we would do it at 511 Franklin, because I just thought, man, how do you beat this spread and this vibe? And
It was incredible.
it was cool, dude.
Yeah. I loved every part of it.
Super, super cool. Tampa Bay Developer Meetup.
Tampa Bay Developer.
TBD Podcast Meetup.
That would be awesome.
Let us know in the comments if you'd come. We won't be offended if you won't. It's okay. It's not really what we're going for anyway, to be honest with you. I got enough shit on my plate. I don't need to deal with another.
Jeez. Imagine putting another event, dude. I'm sure that took a lot. That took a lot to set up that event. You know how, dude, the amount of people that came, you had to close off ticket sales early. Like, imagine having that. Like, oh my God, the amount of attention on this thing.
I want to say it was definitely within 24 hours because I had members of the team that texted me like, yo, like I couldn't get a ticket. And it was a lot of them. And I was like, uh-oh. So I emailed him. I was like, yo, dude, like a bunch of people didn't get tickets. He's like, you guys are fine. Like, we'll let you all in. Don't worry. Yeah, you guys are good. Yeah. Thank God, though. That was crazy, though, because he posted like, yo, here's the event. And I remember very quickly, maybe even like the next morning or something, it was like sold out. Thank you, everyone. It was like, holy shit.
It's crazy, bro.
How many people do you think that was?
Dude, over 200, right?
He told me he was expecting 250, but that place was at capacity. And I bet that was 300, like 3+.
Crazy. Over that, dude. It was so many people.
So many people.
So many people.
And qualified people too. A thought I had was, well, this is a really popular Instagram page. And there's a lot of young people in college, high school, whatever, that are probably followers and interested. And I honestly figured it would be a lot of that. No, it was like principals, developers, like a lot of like pretty sophisticated people my age and older. And I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah,
I thought it was a 10 out of 10, to be honest with you. Like as a sponsor, like for what we put into it and then what we got out of it and having the team show up and the vibe and the people we met and the networking and the production and the DJ, like everything about it was incredible. And I am so excited to do the next one as well.
Yep.
Honestly.
Yep. Or even make our own.
Yeah.
That one's going to be sick.
Well, what we're doing is more of a company party / grand opening / open house.
Yeah. We'll have to have more details.
Coming soon. But it'll be, in kind of late spring and it'll be a fun party. We'll put it out there. Kind of separate from Tampa Bay Developer. We're not going to promote it, although we're talking about it on the podcast, but we're not going to promote it on Tampa Bay Developer. You guys don't need to be bothered with that. We're not here to promote my personal business, although it is real estate. But if you want to come, you'll find out about it. Don't worry.
100%.
So where are we at on the pod? What have we added? I think the last episode with Robbie, which by the way, Robbie was great. I thought he had a lot of interesting perspectives. His business is really saturated, those like online dudes talking about wealth and you got to do this and you got to do that. And I thought he actually had a really cool perspective about how it all starts with your own mindset.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't think that was unique necessarily, but I think the way he pitched it with solving literally your paradigm on life, like your outlook on life was the most vital thing to your success, and you having that starting point. And if you don't have a good foundation about how you look at things in a positive light, you're never going to have the relationship and the success in the business. I thought that was really cool. But that episode, so we had the 3 new cameras, we got the setup, we got all the new memory cards. So folks, we're like freaking ready to roll, right? We got everything now.
We're locked and loaded, bro.
We're locked and loaded. We are full production. I can't say that because my wife probably listens to the show and then she's going to want her little piece of the pie. So I'm not even going to say how much we spent on all this shit. But just understand, folks, we've invested enough into this show that it should look and sound pretty damn good. Yeah. So we hope everyone's happy with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got the Rodecaster Pro studio set. Cameras were a joke how expensive they were, but they're 4K and they can shoot for hours and hours. And I don't know, the first few times we shot, it was great, but having to get up and pause and only being able to record 29 minutes and 59 seconds, what a pain in the ass that was.
There's been a lot of speed bumps that we've encountered on this journey. We've had to kind of go back and be like, okay, there's a new problem. Like even to like right now, like we're getting it sorted out. But once it's, I mean, we're pretty much locked and loaded at this point. At this point, I'm so confident with anybody we have on.
Yeah.
Being the producer, I'm ready to go. Like anytime, any person we need to have on, we can pull stuff up on the TV. Like we got highest quality cameras. The content's there. Like we just, we're ready to roll. We're just staying consistent with it. And
yeah, that's the most important thing is just, hey, we kind of committed to dropping an episode every Friday, and that's what we're going to do.
Yep.
No matter if we're prepared, no matter if the damn guest doesn't show up and we got to do an emergency podcast, and it is what it is, man. Memory card doesn't work. Okay, we're down a camera. Like, we're going to get that episode out every Friday. And, today's episode 6. We're only 6 in, and we want to do hundreds. So along the way, there's going to be speed bumps and there's going to be issues that arise, but we will push through and we will persevere and we will get an episode every Friday. And one day we're going to look back at these beginning ones and we're going to think, that's freaking hilarious. Look at these idiots. Like they can't even get their shit together.
Yeah. One day, man.
One day.
That's life.
That's life, bro.
Life throws you curveballs.
That's life in business too. Like today on the business side of things with the company, we're dealing with some shit, and we're not going to get into details, but it's in a very similar way. You're moving through life and you're moving through your business, and really you're moving through any endeavor that you encounter. There's going to be freaking roadblocks and there's going to be issues that come up. And what Tyler and I have talked about a lot today is really when that happens, because it will happen. It's not about if, it's just when. When it does happen, you got to get up quick. You got to adjust. And you got to move forward and persevere, because if you stay on the ground for too long and you let competitors take angles on you and you're not taking care of your customers or whatever your product is in your business, you're going to fall behind, and then it's going to take more work to get back going again.
Exactly.
So those quick adjustments are extremely important. And I think that's what we've done with the podcast. And like I said, it's what we've had to do with the company too. Yeah,
exactly, man. Exactly. You just got to learn to bounce back when you hit that low, and just get back right back to the grindstone, man. That's what we're doing. We're here. We're grinding away. It's a part of the process, man. You got to trust the process.
You got to trust the process, people. That's why we're down to one camera today, because the memory card was corrupted. How? I don't know, but it was. So now we're on one camera. Shout out. What do we call that one? Bookshelf cam?
Bookshelf cam, yeah.
I feel like this bookshelf is such an important part of the podcast. I just think it's kind of like the centerpiece, It was never intended to be that, but it's kind of turned out to be that.
Yeah, which is really cool, man. You know what we should do? We should make it as the YouTube banner. The banner of the...
Oh, my God.
Just right across. Get a panorama of it and throw it on there.
The man is full of ideas today. That's such a good idea, dude. Like, that's the logo, bro. It's the bookshelf.
It's the bookshelf, man.
We got to put some more cool shit on there, though. This is literally... Okay. This is random shit. Just so everyone knows, this bookshelf was not touched for a year before we even started the podcast. This is just literally random shit. I have books from the semester of law school I did. I've got Sotheby's books. There's like a Bible in there, criminal law, torts, what my family's old hardware level, picture of my childhood dog. I mean, it's random shit, but in the weirdest way, it comes together really nicely.
I love it, bro. I love it.
It looks really good.
It's all brought together.
But
it's the bigger picture, man. That's what it means. It's the bigger picture.
But it's not put together in a particular way other than to just be like kind of aesthetically pleasing, but it's not like nothing was curated. Like nothing here was bought like, oh, that would go great on the bookshelf. Literally, It was like, what do we have in this box? What's in that box? Oh, like I guess we could just take this to the office. Like we don't need this at home. And
there's a toy car over there.
I forgot I put that there. That was That toy car, dude. My mom and my aunt got me and my cousin these tickets to this racing car experience, and we both got to drive our dream car around a track, pedal to the metal, and it was fucking awesome. And my cousin Lat drove, I think it was the Lamborghini. Was it an Aventador? I don't know. But I got to drive the Porsche 911 GT3, and that thing was fucking awesome.
I imagine, dude.
It was so badass, dude.
Lambo Aventador, dude. That's the car right there, too.
At the end of it, I was like, I should have picked the Lambo. That was pretty fucking awesome because it's so much faster than the Porsche.
Yeah,
it's just
really
stupid fast, dude. Yeah, I think he got his up to like 150 or 60 miles an hour. I think mine was not topping out. Obviously, we didn't have like a freaking runway to go on, so we ran out of room. But I think I got it up to like 140 miles an hour.
Still,
something like
still
that.
Flying.
It was so sick, dude. It was awesome.
Oh my god, nah, man, I love the bookshelf. I think that's a great idea. I think we'll implement that by the time this episode gets released.
Here soon.
Yeah, man.
This will drop Friday. We're dropping them every Friday. What do you think about dropping them just when we drop them? Or you like the consistency of it?
I like the consistency of it, bro. Cause like having that hype up effect of it being dropped on every Friday, we can promote it throughout the week and say, you know, we can give little teasers like this guy's coming on. Like once we get to that level of, you know, we have some pretty high, awesome dudes coming on here. Like, did we get Grant Cardone on here? We're like throwing out little hints and teasers out and drops Friday. Like people are gonna love that. People are gonna love that hype. Like, oh my god, there's a teaser coming out Friday. I can't wait for that episode.
Grant Cardone, Uncle G,
man.
You got to respect Uncle G for his real estate holdings, one way or the other. No matter what you think of the guy, he's definitely crazy. He's definitely wild. He's the guy I was talking about earlier, the hype guy. Man, you got to do this. You got to be obsessed. And there's a lot of those dudes on the internet, and I think he does it. You know, for that he does a good job. Oh my God, though, you got to respect his real estate holdings. Billions of dollars in real estate. He's probably worth just himself. I mean, he's got to have $1 billion in equity just because he owns like $6 billion in real estate. And I know he started off in super strong positions and kind of like backfilled equity. Like he'll buy the deal cash or he'll buy it himself with a loan, down payment, whatever, and then sell off like 80% of it to investors. So he's got to own like 20% of all those holdings.
Yeah, no, dude. I imagine.
Crazy. But yeah, he'd be an interesting guy to talk to. We're just looking for interesting people, but really more focused on Tampa is what this podcast is all about. It's not necessarily people that are worldwide or national. It's really Tampa, man. That's what this podcast is about. It's about exposing Tampa's inner workings, its history, its culture, its politics, what it's all about. There's so many people that want to hear that story. Look at last night, man. You know, there's a market for that. And also beyond that, even if we had one listener on this show, so maybe what, like 6 less than we have now. It's always 7, bro.
Always 7.
No matter how big we get, it's always 7. But no matter what, man, I'm obsessed with the city. I love the city. I want to talk to people who I want to talk to. I'm just at the bottom line is I'm kind of doing this for me in a weird way.
Bro, he's doing it for fun. It's how it has to be, bro. Because when the time comes that we're having an average of 2 viewers per week, like that time you're doing it for yourself, you're doing it for the fun, and then maybe one day along the lines, that's your most famous video. Like once it actually gets some attention to it, YouTube is weird in that way. It's a very long-term game. Yeah,
I think you're right, man. I think you kind of have to start with that. Hey, man, we're just doing this for fun. Like we just think it's cool. We think it's cool. We're invested a little money into it. We have a really nice production, so it's fun to listen to if people want to listen. But otherwise, we just want to talk to cool people around Tampa. Nice people, cool people, people that are affecting the city in a positive way or a negative way. I'd love to have on some people that I think are negative influences to the city and put them on the show and be like, why do you do this?
Legitimately put them in the spotlight. And ask them, dude.
Dude, it's almost like it's not even a dig. It's not even to put them in the spotlight and in a way of making fun of them or being a dickhead, but it's more like, why do you do what you do?
Yeah.
You know,
That would be
why?
super interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to say a couple of people I'm thinking about, obviously, but I wouldn't mind reaching out to those people and trying to get them on board and hashing it out. You know, it's again, nothing personal. It's not like this guy doesn't like me. I don't like him. Let's get him on. It's not that. It's people I know that I don't agree with in politics. It's people I know that I don't agree with in business, and then exploring that on the podcast.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
Brings up great discussion. I mean, especially when two parties are on different mindsets and different wavelengths, it brings up a lot of great points.
100%.
That'd be so cool.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. It'd be kind of interesting to have a debate, like at the election coming up, and I think it's like April 15th is the runoff. So Jane Castor's in; she got reelected. Bill Carlson beat Blake Casper. I'm trying to think. I think did Guido win his councils? I don't remember, but it would be kind of cool to have a debate on the show where like I'm moderating it and I'm like, what do you think about this? Okay, cool. What do you think about this?
That would be super awesome.
Why do you think he's wrong on his opinion? Like, you know what I mean? Going through a debate.
It's the perfect setup for that.
It's so perfect.
That would be awesome.
And you could do it long form too. Imagine an hour-long show and you only ask like 4 questions, but the questions are broad, important questions.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
dude,
specifically just the topic of homeless for like 20 minutes, and each person gets 10 minutes plus to explain their issue, why they think that way, why they might think the other person's wrong. That's what needs to happen. And then more broadly, that's what needs to happen in this country. 2024 is going to be a shit show, and we all know it. I think if anything's bringing this market down, it's a 2024 shit show. I think the market's going to soften up the next year because of that. People are going to get freaked out.
Yeah, it's almost like a ripple effect.
We need to get a debate on the show. Trump DeSantis debate. Those two guys.
That would be awesome, dude.
That'd be wild.
Imagine Ron DeSantis. That would be super cool.
I like Ron. I think he's a good dude. I think he's got the only criticism I have of him is and again, like, I don't know his strategy. I don't know, like, maybe he believes what he believes. The only thing I would say is like he probably needs to chill out and kind of let some stuff go and just move on to the future. He's probably extremely frustrated at the Democrats for pinning him on COVID for so long.
Yeah.
When it kind of turned out he was doing the right thing all along.
Yeah.
Keeping us open and keeping our kids in school. And I think now looking back, he really did make some of the right calls. And I think that a lot of the other governors didn't. The ones that were advocating for shutdowns and this vaccine and you get fired from your job if you don't take, like, I think a lot of that was wrong. And I think he's probably a little bit pissed off and he wants that revenge.
Yeah.
And I believe he should let that go.
For sure. Just move on to the future and just let the past be the past. And like you said, dude.
But his perspective might just be like, fuck that. I want to go in. And
I don't know, because he definitely caught a dub keeping it open, keeping Florida open. I mean, dude, economically, we're fine.
Bro,
Tampa's doing
it is the reason we're in the position we're in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Could you imagine if we shut down? Florida would be it'd be different right now.
That's why so many people moved here was because we were open.
Exactly.
And it's not just people, man. It's businesses. It's people with money. It's people that are providing our society here with tax dollars and infrastructure money and money for our police and our schools. We in a lot of ways should be thankful that we were left open for that reason.
Absolutely.
What are we at right now on time?
We're at 40 minutes.
40 minutes. I got to get this damn thing posted. So who am I posting? Tampa tomorrow. Who is there? Gina, Nicole, Jordan, Laura, Mariana, Sam, Cameron. I'll do Stefan. I'll do me. I'll do Tommy Boy. Where is Tommy Boy today?
Tommy Boy is at La Casa.
What is he, just working from home or what?
Oh, yeah. That's how he does it, man.
All the way out in Carrollwood. You guys need to get an apartment together.
Yeah, somewhere closer downtown, huh?
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Who the hell else? Who am I missing?
You got Tyler Stump on there?
Oh. How could I forget? The Tyler Stump. All right, cool. Tyler Stump.
Producer Stump, new tag.
Producer Stump. We Are Live, Tyler. We got to do t-shirts too.
Oh, yeah.
We Are Live.
Roll out some merchandise on the YouTube channel.
We're going to have a few customers. You, me, my wife, Gina. Dude, we're just having fun, people. Like, that's what people need to understand. I think a lot of human beings in their natural tendency get excited when they have a new idea, and they try to do what everyone else is doing. And that's not what I want to do here. I just want to have fun. I just want to have interesting people on the podcast, and I just want to talk about Tampa. That's really all I want to do. That's all this should be.
Exactly. I just think just focusing on the fun factor alone is going to keep the channel's post consistent. It's going to keep the engagement. And dude, you love it. Like you love doing it. So it just brings you happiness being on here talking to new people. It's what you do regardless. Like if we didn't have the podcast set up, you're going to be out meeting people, talking with them, having dinner.
Exactly right.
You might as well just do it and record it. Like
exactly.
Why not?
Exactly. And if you want to go watch the videos of Gary Vee and all these other people, and you want that type of shit, cool. It's there. Mm-hmm. But there's nothing there for Tampa. So that's what this is.
Exactly.
Well, I got to get this damn thing posted, and then I got to roll down to Sarasota.
Yes, sir.
But listen, thank you guys for sticking around. If you're watching right now, thank you. I mean, I'm so surprised. We've had hundreds of follows on Instagram, and I can't believe the first video podcast we did was like 257 views. And we're posting those, what are they called? Not shorts on YouTube. Yeah. You know, some of those are over 1,000. It's like, okay, cool. Like people seem to at least like what we're doing. So our commitment to you guys, to the viewers, is that we will provide the infrastructure necessary for a quality show and for good content. And part of that is some of the equipment, which, like we mentioned before, we've been buying, and we got a pretty nice setup. And then the other part is some good guests. So we're going to get some good people on board. We got some awesome stuff booked. We're probably booked up the next like 5-6 weeks. I mean, we got some good people on board. Super exciting stuff. Again, Tampa specific. Producer Tyler, you're the man, my dude.
Thank you so much, man. It's a great appreciation episode.
Yeah.
I think that's really what this was.
Update
on what's going on.
Shooting the shit.
Yeah. I love it, man. I think it's just fun, dude. It's fun. We enjoy it. I'm sure whoever's still watching is enjoying it. Everybody's supporting. It's going to be awesome, man. I'm so excited to have more episodes for the rest of the year.
Me too.
Just roll them out, man.
I'm having fun with it. We ain't stopping no matter what.
That ball keeps rolling.
Memory card or no memory card.
We're still here.
We're going to figure it out.
Yep. Yes, sir, man.
All right. Well, see you next Friday.
Awesome.
Love you all. Peace.
Cheers.